Joined today by Rahul from the Logistics and Supply Chain Management course. Thank you so much for joining us today, Rahul.
Yeah, it's pleasure. It's pleasure to be here, and thank you so much for giving me this opportunity, Caroline, to share my experience with everyone. Yeah.
Lovely. And I'll just ask you a few questions just to get your perspective. So firstly, could you introduce yourself, your course, and the placement that you did, please?
Yeah, my name is Rahul Hadapad. I studied supply chain and logistics and supply chain management, and I did my placement year last year. I did my placement at Uniper SC UK Limited, which is one of the energy companies located in Germany and the UK.
Fantastic. And can you tell me, how did you apply for and secure that placement?
I actually I enrolled in January intake, so I started well before 6 months. Started applying for the placements, and yeah, I applied through LinkedIn, one of the professional networking site, and I was constantly checking for the jobs for the placements, and I had created a little bit of a job alert for me for myself. So and then I used to get frequent emails from the LinkedIn that these are the placements available. Any new job comes in. So I did with that job alert. So I applied from LinkedIn and I got that. And then, yeah, I got through the interview. I got the opportunity to work with Universal through LinkedIn.
Thank you. And did you apply for many placements before the one you
Yeah.
secured?
Yeah, I did apply for many placements, but I was constantly getting rejected because of my CV. It was not properly, tailored. I was supposed to update the UK standard format because I come from the country India, and we have a different sort of format, and I was not available. I was not aware of that.
Yeah.
So I did see help from our careers team, and they helped me, tailor my CV, and yeah. So I did apply using that standard format.
Fantastic. And could you tell us a little bit about your placement? So what did you do day to day in your placement? What tasks did you get involved with?
I mostly because of the COVID restrictions, so most of the time I work from home, and I start my day at 9 a.m. I every week I start my meeting with the weekly catch-up meeting with my supervisor, and we discuss weeks. We plan our task for the entire week, and we discuss what we did for the last week. And usually my day starts with the tasks which my supervisor assigned to me, and I complete those tasks day by day. And I usually work on the uh, uh, tasks such as lean with process improvement and Lean Six Sigma, which is one of the subjects I studied during my supply chain course. And also SAP, which is one of the enterprise resource planning software, which I used. I used in a I worked on that department as a SAP application management. So I used to work around a lot of the ERP softwares such as SAP and Ariba and the procurement and supply development softwares as well. And I used to work on tasks such as process improvement tasks, which is process where we can find and improve the current process and make process better using lean principles. So I sort of applied my theory knowledge, which I studied in classroom, and then used that in my work placement. So those are the tasks my professor, my supervisor used to assign me every day. And we used to every week on Monday every Monday on at 9 we used to have a meeting just to discuss where we are at. So that was yeah.
Fantastic. And what did you particularly enjoy about doing a placement? What did you get out of it?
Two of the subjects I loved, and this is the reason I joined supply chain and logistics course, because I checked the module before applying for the course MSc supply chain, because one of the subjects was for my interest is Lean and Six Sigma, and the other one was SAP, which we get use, which one of our professors, module leader, Same Saad, he taught us and he gave us access to SAP enterprise software, which is hard to get. But thanks to our university, we got the access to this software. And so my interest grew more over the time. And I wanted to learn more and get some practical hands-on experience. and this placement gave me that opportunity to work on those.
Yeah.
And so now I am more, hands-on experienced in those softwares and lean
Yeah.
supply, lean and lean Six Sigma expertise, kind of a Lean Six Sigma area.
Brilliant. Was there anything that you find challenging within the placement?
Obviously, challenging part was in the beginning because there were a lot of stakeholders I had to work around with, and it was a bit challenging because I had to propose my ideas and I had to get everyone on board. If I'm suggesting any new improvements to the any process using lean principles which I studied, sometimes what happens is I'm not aware of the other processes, so I have to get everyone on board, everyone's inputs first, and then I have to present my analysis. But I didn't know that, so I learned over the period of time. So
Yeah.
initially, I used to study on my own. I had to do my own analysis without anybody's input. So, but then I later understood that I have to involve all the stakeholders. So that's where I also learned stakeholder management as well. So that one of the
Fantastic.
subject. So it was
Fantastic.
initially challenging to get everyone on board, but later it was fine. So I learned
Fantastic.
that as well.
So alongside those technical skills, you learned how to collaborate in a workplace and bring others
Collaborate
along
and
with
time
you. Yeah.
management as well. Yeah.
Yeah. Fantastic. And do you have any top tips for our students who might be currently seeking a placement?
Uh, the first is start applying. Don't wait for the last deadline. I still have, so most of us, we think, even I used to think that I still have a time and I still have 4 months, 5 months, I'll apply in the second semester or last semester. But I mean, in my experience, if you start planning before 6 months or 3 months or 4 months, whatever, we will well before time, well before deadline, then we'll
Yeah.
definitely get the placement. So yeah. And second thing is keep learning, and we one of the most important thing is uh, we have a careers advice team. So most of them, we don't know many things, what things we need to add in the CV, how to write our cover letter. I didn't know that, so I got help. I asked for help through university's careers team. So go, there are plenty of resources available. So I would advise them, seek help from anyone. Don't just be afraid. I was afraid to ask help, but later I
Yeah.
learned everybody's there to help, and with the help of everyone and with the assist, everybody is there to assist you. So then don't hesitate to ask any help from anyone in the university.
Thank you so much, Rahul. That's really great tips. I'm sure our students will really benefit from hearing those. And how about your future? What are your plans for now your placement has finished?
Yeah, my placement is finished, and hopefully I'll continue if they give me the opportunity to continue this graduate role. So I'll shift to graduate role. If not, then I'm currently in the process of applying graduate roles, and there are plenty of them. And so I have a upper hand kind of a thing because of my placement, which I already done, 1 year placement, and that kind of a experience which it's already adds a value in my CV. And so that's going to help me to get secure graduate roles, and I'm particularly looking in the subjects which I already studied in the classroom, which is Lean Six Sigma, which is one of my interests,
Yeah.
and SAP application management.
Yeah.
So both of them subjects. So I'm looking forward to it, to learn more about these subjects, and get my certification. I'm currently Lean Six Sigma certified, yellow certified. So I'm trying to get my black certificate, which
Yeah.
is yellow belt, which is black belt certification. So hoping if I get the opportunity to work any graduate role, then I'll continue working on project and get my black belt certification in Six Sigma.
Absolutely. Yeah, so you
So
have the
that's my aim
opportunity
at
to
this moment.
keep on adding those
Yeah,
skills and
keep
those
on adding. Yeah.
qualifications. Fantastic. Well, thank you so much for joining us today, Rahul, and we wish
So
you all the best for the future.
thank
Thank you.
you. Thank you so much for the opportunity, Caroline. Thank you.